I don't have long, so I just want to just jump live right quick. And when I tell y'all that this week been such a wonderful week, Dak Prescott talking, and of course what we hear with Mike McCarthy, his health is okay, he's back. Then this a up and down type of situation we need for this particular team to win this game. Yes, it's important, but shout out to Mike McCarthy for being back this week. I can't wait to see, what this team is going to look like. It's a home game. They got big tailgate parties. We got some things that we're doing for Jax, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. So yeah, give a round of applause for Mike McCarthy. Let me know if the audio is straight before we go any further. Appreciate you, Jay Versick. I only got about 10 to 15 minutes, but I still want to go live. I feel like when I go live, it's just better, right? Instead of a pre-recorded video. I would say this though, the Prescott commercial, the Dak Prescott commercial, is a two-folded situation. It's humor, but it brings in a lot of information for people to follow up and also get their screening and checked out. And I believe if you are of the age of 45, of course, get that checked out. But on the other end, if you have anyone in your family members who had colon cancer, is better to get pre-screened before 45. Just don't wait till you're 45, dog. Say, hey, if audio is a little bit loud, let me see if I tune it down just a little bit. Let me know if the audio better now. Man, I'm telling you, man, one day I'm going to fix this board and it's going to be back to normal. Yes. So yeah, it is what it is. Appreciate everybody. So what's good? It sounds good. Appreciate you. So, all right. So back to the business. The Dallas Cowboys facing the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend. And of course, this is a pivotal game. Of course, this is one can argue a must-win game. One can argue and say, well, Law, this is a team that beat us the last time. When we look back at the tape, we start to think about, hey, the things that they said that they did, really, the Cowboys shot themselves in the foot. Hey, if we take care of business now, and then all of a sudden, this momentum wave that we got, it can fall all the way over to the following weeks. Now, down the stretch, people are already saying that the Bills and the Miami Dolphins are teams that are supposed to be good, right? That we can't beat. Well, when you look at the Bills and the Dolphins, who did they beat this year? Nobody's talking about those type of things. So all we got to do is go up against the Philadelphia Eagles. I hope and I pray that this will be the last year that everybody stops saying, hey, who have you played? Who have you played? Who have you played? Because the NFL sets schedules up. We don't set up our own schedule, right? And I hope and pray that will be the situation. George Taylor, appreciate you, Jay Versick. George Taylor's favorite team is the Dolphins. Yes, indeed, they are. They only favorite to her when they absolutely win. But when they start losing, you hear that she folds up and fall back, right? So she really don't lean onto that thing. Yes, Pell Moon, he says that commercial is hilarious. Ryan Reynolds, make it even better. Laugh out loud. Yes, indeed. It's just such a crazy, good, fun commercial, man. Makes sense. Yes, indeed. It's hard to make sense of George Taylor, right? And I feel you, Rev. It's hard to make sense of that young lady. That lady be everywhere. One week she would say crazy things about other teams, and then the other week she says, well, every week she say crazy things about the Cowboys. The refs are terrible this year. Yes, I agree with the sentiments of the refs. We did hear news that they're going to have Huffy as the ref, and Huffy is one of those guys that the Eagles are 7-0 when he's officiating the game. Now, here's what we can't do. And I get it. We can't make this a battle of can the Cowboys win and beat the doggone refs? Or if the Cowboys lose, it's because of the refs. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Why? Because at the end of the day, people are going to say that those are just excuses. People at the end of the day, they already in my comments saying that, hey, Law, y'all pre-making excuses for Dak Prescott with the refs. Like, no, we are not saying that. So what you got to do is ultimately do what my brother just said. You know, when he was on the show and what we told him last week, we pre-warned him of the aficionados, etc. And what he said basically is that you got to do something upwards to the levels whereas the aficionados don't even have a chance to even screw you. You know, you got to not put yourself in that situation to be screwed. Unfortunately, that's the Dallas Cowboys. And when we say these things, though, there are things that you can do. No offsides, no false starts, no illegal shifts, no pre-snap motions, you know, that you didn't sit for 3 seconds, right? Or a second. I think it's a second now. You have to sit for 3 seconds. So you're gonna have to continue to play your brand and your caliber of game. And when you get into the red zone, right, you got to understand, Cowboys, that those red zone trips are valuable to you. Those red zone trips are valuable to you because you can't trade field goals. Here's the thing. As much as people key and laugh about the Eagles, they can score like this. They can score like this. When you have A.J. Brown, I don't give a dog if you have Tebow himself throwing the ball. And I ain't calling Jalen Hurts Jalen Tebow. You still have A.J. Brown. You still have Smitty. And then you have Dallas Goedert coming back. So you're going to have to play your level and your skill set to the degree, whereas when it's time for you to score, you got to score ultimately, right? And the sway of the game can always change. I love how Jonathan always come in. He says, awesome video. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. Jay Taylor, man, appreciate you. Hey, you ain't related to Joy Taylor and them, are you? You know, let me know in the chat, man. If you are, you know, you don't claim her though, right? You know, shout out to the Taylors though. Appreciate you, man. The aficionados, go get the score the touchdowns, Timothy. Yes, indeed. Just score. Just do your job. Do your job. Cutie, you know, Curdy, is it Curdy the Great? Appreciate you. I said Cutie, man. I know you ain't a cutie. Curdy the Great. We got Stewie. You got Stewie head with some dreads on there, man. That's a cold-blooded doggone logo right there. I like that one. Let's just stop being scary and handle business like we know we can. Hey, the Great, you right, man. Look, just handle business. And it messed me up, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Stewie. Stewie is one of my favorite guys on Family Guy. Him and Peter, you know. And the way they beat up Meg is just funny to me. You know, I like Chris. He's okay, but I like Stewie and I like my guy Peter. You know, they are one of the funniest guys on Family Guy, and I try to get with the American Dad crew, but you know, I find myself going back to Family Guy. You know, the Family Guy. Y'all always use references of Family Guy. You know, and I like Boondocks is one of my favorites too. And who else is my favorite? The tip of my tongue, but yeah, y'all know it. Stewie Too Real, yeah. TCB times SOB. You're right, Seabass. You're right. Yes, indeed, it is. Shut up, Meg. Yeah. Shut up, Meg. What's good with you, my dog? Yes, indeed, boy. And Natasha, shout out to you. And Natasha, you box. I didn't know you get in the ring, girl. Shoot, we need also my guy Tony Mack. And I know I'm all over the place, but we're gonna get back on page. And I know I'm tight for minutes here. Let me see where we at now. Yeah. My guy Tony Mack, we are still looking for some heavyweighters, right? So if you want to join the new boxing league, we're looking for more heavyweighters. We're gonna open up a new tryouts for those guys, and we're looking for female boxers. Now, female boxers, the money is still the same. If you make the practice squad, it's $500 a week, and if you make the team, is up to $1,500 a week, and then I think it caps out at close to $10,000 a week. So you can make your own bag or what have you with the new boxing league. All you got to do is go to T-Mac Elite Training Facility on Instagram or T-Mac. Just type in T-Mac on Instagram, and they will take good care of you, or I'll try to post the information once this video is over with. So if you're in the Dallas area and you're looking to box and you want to fight some folks, you know, in a sanctioned fight, then come on over here, man. I don't know about y'all, but shoot, I'm thinking about, let me jump in there. Let me just be the practice squad. You said $500 a week, right? You know, and I get to travel too. Yes, indeed, man. Action, what's good with you, man? Big money, you know. Law, what you know about the G.I. Joe and X-Men? Give me X-Men over G.I. Joe. If you're going all the way back to the cartoon, you know, Gene, I love some Wolverine on that one, man. So yeah. Well, appreciate you, man. Thank you, man, for your support, man. Shoot, I love X-Men, and Magneto was one of my favorite guys growing up. Magneto. Charles Xavier was okay. Cyclops was a little wussy to me, and Juggernaut. I love Juggernaut, and Gambit and all of those boys, man. So yes, indeed, X-Men for sure. You know, it's Logan for you, TA. Yeah, I know you probably like the rough, rugged guys. Rawr, TA. But back to football. I want to touch a little bit on this, and let me see if I can build a plane while we're in there. I think I can. You know, don't doubt the nation over here. Don't doubt the nation. Let's talk about this right quick, because my guy Bosa, although we can't stand him, you know, he pulled out the blueprint stuff, and you know, a lot of Eagle fans are angry and upset about it. Let me see if I can pull this up off and on you guys right here. Bear with me. Hail Mary, bear with me. All right, I got it right now. Shoot, you can't stop a tank with no key. Boom. All right, boom. Fast, boy, fast with it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you see it on tape though, and then obviously we put the blueprint out there. Hopefully Cowboys watch the tape. We made Jalen stay in the pocket and escape.
Let's pause it right here. All right, so he said basically he put the blueprint out there, and I didn't really dive much into it last night. I was with my brother, and we was doing the play-by-play, quasi play-by-play stuff, right? Let me know were you guys able to hear that. So when you look at it, you get a lot of people that's angry. You get a lot of people that's upset about this. But I would tell you guys that no, this is sometimes that happen in the National Football League. You tend to see a player and say, okay, what are they doing great at? Okay, you see a player like, let's say for now, CJ Stroud. He's looking really good, man. He look like he can't do no wrong, right? There's not enough tape on there to confirm whether or not he's going to continue to do that way, or he's going to stay the same, or he's going to get worse. But more and more people will pick up your tendencies, and then they will make you play left-handed. These guys on the other end of the field are millionaires as well, and they're getting paid a healthy amount of change. Now, granted, when you start to think about how the actual Eagles been running through situations all last year, you had a Jalen Hurts who looked really phenomenal, right? And they have a lot of weapons. They had 2 wide receivers on the outside, the tight end, and they killed you with the run game because they hit you with waves of runs. So what happened when you take away the run game and you don't blitz Hurts, and you have Hurts now throwing the ball in the tunnel, right? Can he consistently beat you in that way? I think that down the line he can find a way to do that, but for right now, it's going to be more difficult for him to do such. Bosa, this is from my guy Action. He says Bosa kind of setting us up because if we don't win, it's going to be because let me see. Bosa kind of setting us up because if we don't win, it's going to be because it's going to cause more criticism by the Niner fans saying we gave them the blueprint. Okay, so you said that basically what Bosa is saying, he's setting us up because if we don't win, it's going to cause us more criticism. No, I mean, it's any given Sunday. I'm from the belief is, why would Bosa put this out there so that everyone can see now? So if he's putting this out there, and if the Cowboys, okay, and if the Cowboys see this and the Eagles see this, all they got to do is counter. All they got to do is counter now. You know, that they can say, okay, so this is what teams are doing. Let me adjust. Let me shank them with the butter knife now. So I get what you're saying. It brings into that possibility in that realm, but I don't think that will be the situation there with Bosa. I don't think that that's the situation there with the Eagles. I don't think that that's the situation with the 49er fans, because once you have it out there, or with the Eagles fans, once you have it out there, it's already given on how you should play teams anyway. So I just think that he should have kept some of this in-house, but hey, he want to tell the world.
Gave outside instead of those B gaps, and paid off. Because Jalen's looking at the rush every play. So yeah, you just have to be disciplined and not give him that quick escape route where he could get to his guys quick, and it paid off.
Yeah. Somebody said, yeah, here we go.
He ain't lying.
and what was the other one? Yeah. Here we go.
Yes! Here we go.
Yeah. Niners confident right now. This is from Al Kareem. Yeah, you're right. So, I mean, confidence is confidence, and everybody's confident until you get punched in the chest, right? Or hitting the mouth. Law, he knew it was a copycat league, like we don't know how to beat them. Never trust the enemy, Law. Yes. Action Power. Appreciate you for another super chat. I mean, never trust the enemy. The enemy will always be willing to, as we call it, sugarcoat some things and leave you into the wrong direction. But what he said is basically is truth right here. And it's hard to combat against that. It's hard to say, nah, that's not the truth or what have you, because it is tangible information. But I would tell you this, though. My girl was talking about some things, and she was right on the money, and she's been like this for a minute with Dakota Prescott. And let me see if I can find this footages of her speaking glowingly of Dak Prescott. Let me see if I got it right here. Let's see if you guys can see it now. All right, and we're gonna go right here. I'm gonna put it up there. Come on, there we go. All right, and we're gonna go rewind.
You can find MVP a bunch of different ways. You can consider different kinds of players. But if you just ask me who's the best quarterback in football right now, it's Dak Prescott. The way he's playing, the command of the offense, the playmaking with his legs. I sent out a bunch of splits for all the ways in which he leads the NFL. But I think the one that jumps out to me the most, and maybe the one that's the best case for him being the MVP of the league, he is the best quarterback in football on third down. And then I was curious how it compares over his career, because he has a 91.2 QBR on third down. That's 20 points higher than at any point in his career. And he's had some very good seasons. When the offense is on the quarterback's shoulders and he has to drop back and pass, Dak Prescott is playing at a higher level than he ever has over the course of his career.
Man, before I go, I just want to say this. How come Joy Taylor? Why they don't have that lady right here on their show instead of Joy Taylor? You know what I'm saying? Why they don't bring in somebody with facts, tangible information that you can use and utilize? But neither here nor there. Listen.
And he's playing at a higher level than anyone else in the NFL right now.
Narrative-wise, I didn't think we'd need to talk anyone into the Dallas Cowboys quarterback who's winning a bunch of games and is the best on third down, which is like the easiest big blinking sign of the things that we love about quarterbacks in clutch moments. I thought all that would just have him very easily at number one in the like narrative MVP race of all of this. They've got two big primetime games down the home stretch of the season against great teams where he'll have the opportunity to absolutely drive the nail in that coffin.
No doubt, man. I got a split, man, like hair, but I just wanted to tell y'all, man, come on, man. She be on it, y'all. You know, it's crazy how she bring in film, tape, evidence. She break it down. Man, shoot, Mina Kimes a real one, bro. And I ain't saying this just because she's speaking glowingly of him, because there have been times that she even talked about things that he was doing badly, but she broke it down like a nano fraction, nanosecond and a nanosecond on how he is good or how he is bad. Cowboy Nation, I appreciate y'all so much. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. I was a little rushy today, but I got to go. DC for life, not for short. Hit the like, share this content, subscribe, and let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yes! Here we go. Here we go.
Peace.
Here we go.
We out.